The hidden cybersecurity threats your CTO is battling daily and why you're not hearing about them. If you think your CTO is spending their days calmly managing servers, tinkering with code, and ensuring smooth operations, think again. Behind the scenes, they're locked in a never-ending war, one you might not even be aware of. The battlefield? Cybersecurity. The stakes? Your business's survival. But we've never had a data breach, you might say, or our systems seem fine. Maybe you're thinking that cybersecurity is more of a corporate problem, not something a mid-sized company like yours needs to worry about. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just because you haven't seen a breach doesn't mean you're not under attack. Daily, every minute, your CTO is defending your business from threats you can't see, and most of the time, they're doing it with a limited team, outdated systems, and often a lack of executive support. I've been in tech for over 50 years, and I can tell you that cybersecurity has only gotten more complex. Back when I made my first million designing software for the construction industry, think projects like the Fresno Dam or John Wayne Airport, the threats were different. We were mostly concerned with operational errors or malfunctioning hardware. But now, it's a different beast. Your CTO doesn't want to bog you down with every cybersecurity detail because they know the overwhelming feeling that comes with staring into the abyss of potential threats. But that's precisely the issue. If you're not hearing about the threats, you're not addressing them. And not addressing them, that's a ticking time bomb. Cybersecurity is like air conditioning. You only notice when it's not working, but your CTO is sweating bullets every day, keeping your system safe without any fanfare. The frustration? When things go right, no one notices. When something goes wrong, it's an all hands on deck fire drill, and the blame lands squarely on their shoulders. Imagine the pressure they're under, knowing that one overlooked vulnerability could lead to a data breach that costs your company millions, damages your reputation, and sends clients running. They're dealing with the emotional weight of protecting the company from risks they know are out there, but no one else wants to acknowledge. If you're wondering why your CTO might seem stressed, it's because they're constantly fighting threats from every angle, and in many cases, they're doing it without the right tools, budget, or frankly, the recognition they deserve. Here's the harsh truth. A breach isn't just a tech problem, it's a business problem. It's a we might not recover from this problem. When you think about cybersecurity, it's not just about firewalls and encrypted servers, it's about protecting your company's future. The average cost of a data breach in 2023 was over 4 million, and that cost doesn't even account for the long-term reputation damage. Can your company afford to lose trust with your customers? Can you afford the downtime it would take to recover from a ransomware attack? If your CTO is working overtime to patch vulnerabilities, monitor threats, and keep hackers at bay, shouldn't the rest of your leadership team be stepping up to ensure they have the resources to do the right job? Too many companies treat cybersecurity like an IT line item instead of seeing it for what it is, a core business priority. Think you're not a target? Think again. I've seen small startups and mid-sized businesses get hit by cyber attacks just as often as big corporations. In fact, 43% of cyber attacks target small businesses because they often have fewer defenses in place. And it's not always some anonymous hacker in a dark room. Sometimes it's as simple as an employee clicking on a phishing email or using an unsecured device. I remember working with a company that dismissed their CTO's warnings about tightening up their security protocols. Everything was running smoothly until it wasn't. An unpatched vulnerability in one of their systems led to a breach that took weeks to resolve. The cost? Over 250,000 in immediate losses, not to mention the reputational hit. Their CTO left shortly after, frustrated that their warnings had fallen on deaf ears. In my time leading the development of the world's first fully autonomous robotic machine control system, I faced challenges that required absolute precision and vigilance. When you're controlling multi-million dollar equipment remotely, there's no room for error. But cybersecurity threats don't care how careful you are. They'll exploit any weakness. While I was working on the global CTO for an international PR firm, collaborating with companies like Microsoft, Apple, and Dell, Well, we dealt with cybersecurity threats on a near daily basis. It wasn't just about protecting ourselves, it was about protecting our clients and partners. One slip, one breach, and it could have destroyed years of trust. I've led teams across 55 countries, across 8 brands, navigating the complexity of global cybersecurity challenges. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: the companies that take cybersecurity seriously from day one are the ones that survive. The ones that don't, they become cautionary tales. Now, I'm not here to scare you into hiring an army of cybersecurity experts, but I am here to tell you that the battle your CTO is fighting isn't one they should be fighting alone. Your company's future depends on it. I've built over a dozen companies, most of which are 6 and 7 figure businesses, and I can tell you with certainty, investing in your security is investing in your longevity. Let's sum it up. Your CTO is in the trenches every day battling invisible enemies that threaten your company's livelihood. If you're not hearing about the threats, it's not because they're not happening. It's because your CTO is quietly holding the line. Cybersecurity isn't just an IT issue, it's a business issue. And while you might not see the daily battles, the consequences of losing one are catastrophic. If you're ready to stop playing defense and start being proactive about your company's security, let's talk. I offer a free audit call where we'll dig into the vulnerabilities your CTO is battling and map out a strategy to ensure your company is prepared for whatever's next. Don't wait for a breach to wake up to the threat. Act now, and together we'll ensure your business is ready for the future. Get your free audit here at igloodigitalmarketing.com.